few months ago, my partner started pulling away from me very gradually. They started going to bed earlier. They started taking phone calls in other rooms. They stopped reaching for my hand. Like, the reflex to do that was just gone. Then one day they said they just wanted one day a week where they could just go be by themselves. They wanted one Saturday where they could just do their own thing. And so the following Saturday, they did that. They took the whole day. And the week after that, they said that had been really good for them and they just wanted to keep doing that every week. And so they did that every week. A few weeks later, they booked a solo trip and they showed me the confirmation like they were sharing something very exciting with me. And I just looked at it. I didn't say anything. And then they started spending Sunday mornings out of the house. So those mornings that used to be just the two of us with our coffee, they were now just me. And then one Sunday morning, I got up, I got dressed, I got my keys, and I followed them. There was no hesitation. There was no moment where I was standing there with my keys wondering if I should do this. I just did it. I followed. And I want to show you something visible about that moment because there's something there I would never say out loud, but also something I probably didn't even know about myself at the time. In my world, when someone starts pulling away from you, when they start making room for themselves inside a relationship that you thought belonged to both of you, that uneasy feeling is its own permission. That distance is its own permission. And I had this idea that love doesn't mean you can't follow someone to see what they're doing with the freedom they decided to take. And right here is the thing I want to talk to you about: characters and fiction. Writers, when they want to show something that specific about a character, they reach into the interiority to explain everything to make sure the reader doesn't miss it. But I could have easily told that story a very different way. I could have said that I got the keys and then I put them back, and then I went outside and put the keys back, and then I picked the keys up and I went back to the car, and finally I decided to follow. But that scene would show someone who knows they are about to cross a line. Because we are watching the debate, we are watching that hesitation, which is a completely different person than the one who just gets in the car, doesn't even stop to think about it. The person who hesitates is showing you their conscience. The person who doesn't is showing you something much more specific. That is a worldview that doesn't even question whether to cross that line. Because in their world, that line doesn't even exist. What a character allows themselves to do without any hesitation or questioning it is a direct window into their worldview about what the world owes them or what they think they're allowed to do. The reader who feels the wrongness of that boundary being crossed has a deeper understanding of this character than anything the interiority can explain. That is showing, as in show don't tell, not the action itself, the absence of the conflict around the decision.